Welcome to Portia's Queen, the podcast. Welcome in. I am here today with artist Reese. You're out of the Bay Area, but you're from Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, I'm right.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm
yeah.
gonna go ahead and let you give the audience a full introduction of yourself.
Okay, so I'm Reese. I'm a poet, rapper, singer, content creator. All around good guy. You feel me?
Yeah.
Just trying to do my best. So I'm out of Cleveland, Ohio, but currently I stay in Oakland. Shout out Oakland. It's the Cleveland of the West Coast. You feel me? I feel like, in a lot
So
of ways.
how does one get from Cleveland, Ohio, to Oakland? A little humble home of Oakland.
Shit. So it's kind of cool because I haven't lived in Cleveland since 2015, but I went to grad school in Atlanta, Georgia. I went to Georgia State University,
Okay,
the real
nice.
GSU type shit. So I got my master's degree in therapy. So I'm a therapist, counselor, therapist, and because I moved from Ohio to Georgia, kind of across the country in a north to south kind of way, I was like, you know what? Like, I'm trying to see what else is out there. I had never lived nowhere besides Ohio, so I said, fuck it, I'm gonna go to the West Coast. So I moved to San Diego in 2017. I was there for a year. It was cool. Then I moved to outside of LA for a year. So I was there. It was cool. It was a little too far from LA to like feel like LA, so I needed something new. So then I moved to the Bay in 2019, and I've been here ever since.
Okay.
And,
You have family in the Bay, and that's how you kind of know.
Closest I got family is in Chicago, so it's
Chicago.
like So my
you
family
out
ain't
here
nowhere.
on
Solo dolo.
Solo.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's cool. I just I miss my family for sure. Because of the way that things lay, sometimes the scheduling, I don't always get a chance to go back and see them. So it's cool. I just had a real long conversation with my grandfather today. That's my dog for real.
Yeah.
So we in there clowning, talking about crazy shit. So it's just good times. But I do miss my family. So yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be in the Bay either too, because I think New York is calling me. I got some New York energy.
Okay, yeah. Well, I was listening to your music on my way up, right? And I was just like, it does give that California feel. Anyway, but it was giving me LA-ish, like cruising and
type shit.
Yeah.
It's my essence of music is really like multifaceted. I feel like growing up, I was listening to a certain type of music because I was in Cleveland, and like Cleveland, we got a lot of we fuck with Houston real heavy in Cleveland, so I'm listening to like chopped and screw music. Then I moved to Atlanta, and it's all like trap music, but like
right.
you know what I'm saying. So it's like I'm hearing that. Then I moved to Cali, and I'm hearing like this slow kind of like chill, the P music and like and other shit. So it's like a lot of my music has just like an essence of like all of the different experiences I've had, like in terms of like the places that I've lived in, which is great because I feel like it's well rounded. And a lot of times like on some real like rap shit, like you heard some music, but I still ain't released none of my music yet. Like it's coming this year. Like it's gonna be a big year for me for sure.
Okay, nice.
It's gonna be a big year.
One of the things I did notice is exactly what you said. It does sound like a nice blend and very unique all at the same time.
For sure.
You can tell that you do poetry in your music because of the way your lyrics flow. So yeah, I mean, I feel like you have a sound of your own that you develop, but it does give that, listen to it while you ride and you cruising, you doing it,
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of it to me is just like, how can I be myself on the track? And again, like myself is all of these different things. So it's like, for a long time, I didn't make music. Like, I just started making music January 1st, 2024. Like, that was like the first time I really went into the booth and just like put some like vocals down for myself. Like, I had been in studio sessions for other people and stuff, but never like for myself. So when I got in the booth, like I was kind of like my first mixtape that I dropped, like, I dropped it like a couple years ago. It was the only thing I really released so far. But I was listening back to it and I'm like, man, I'm rapping, but I'm really just like rapping. I ain't really talking about shit. And I feel like this new music that I got coming out, I'm so protective of because I know it's actually like me for real. So it's like it took some time to get the like level of vulnerability where it's like I could go out there and you see my freestyles. I'm just talking about shit. Like I'm matching the track. I'm doing some other shit. I'm matching the other people's like creativity with my own like kind of spin on it. But now it's like I'm giving you this real shit, and I'm like, all right, like when I'm like, you know, I got my little like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You feel me? So I'm actually gonna drop a short film for my first project. Like it's gonna be kind of like on some Lemonade-esque type shit, like because I do poetry, so it's poetry with music infused with the visuals. So that's my goal. Shout out to Lauren, shout out to G, shout out to Chica. Those my people that's helping me to bring my vision, you know, to the forefront. Like those.
That's awesome. You know what? I met you at a poetry night at the erotic poetry night.
Shout out to Trina.
Trina Hayes. Yeah. She's been on the show before.
Sure. I seen it.
Yeah.
I was in there talking about that nasty.
We was lightweight.
I ain't mad at it. Look, that's how you see me on. Anyway, we ain't gonna talk about it.
I mean, you was. Yeah, I mean, I heard your poetry.
My mama. No, I'm just saying.
Your mama gonna watch?
Nah, she good.
Hi, mama.
She good. It's cool. She good.
But it's all part of the craft, right? Sometimes Absolutely. You know we get to explore different ways of being creative and.
Yeah, we grown. But I met you at the erotic poetry night.
Yeah, and when you did your set, you also incorporated music into your set, and that's one of the things that really stood out. And you still came in a fun costume, so because it was around Halloween time when
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yeah, it was a good time, and I got to see how you like to combine all of those things and pieces of you, and it was a good representation of who you are as an artist. That Absolutely. When you went up there and did that set, and I know you still Absolutely. Was just up there having fun with it all at the same time.
Yeah, I mean I did poetry, so this is what you were talking about for poet, and it's crazy because even in my mind, every time I introduce myself, the first thing I say is poet. Like I even said it here, like, and I don't even really do poetry as much, like spoken word. I used to do it, but I did it for 15 years.
Yeah.
So like I started doing it as a freshman in college, like on some like fluke shit. Like my professor just told us to do an assignment and you had to do poetry. And I had never done poetry. I love music, I love rap, I love all of that shit. But when I did the poetry, it was like I could like channel like all of the inner thoughts that I had and I like let them come out in a way that was just like, oh shit, like this feel cool. Like, so I did poetry for like 15 years and like kind of every step along the way, as I've added like something to my own like experiences in life, I've like been able to like navigate that and put it into like a creative visual experience, which is like the poetry.
I love that. Yeah. I love that. Because even your name is Reese on Instagram and it says the lyrical poet or
storyteller. Yeah.
Storyteller.
Right.
Yeah. So I love that. So so when you have so many things going on.
Yeah. And I ain't even put half of them out yet.
No. Yeah. You mentioned that you are doing your, what is it? It's going to be
album?
The
podcast.
No, see, you're doing so much stuff. It's so funny because I'm looking at your stuff. I'm like, he on all these platforms. He's pulling up. You're doing your 365 days vlog and no days off.
Yeah.
You said, do I deserve a day off? And I said, nope.
I wasn't gonna take one off anyway.
Yeah, I know. It's 365.
And it's like I done set myself up. I committed to it, so it's like I can't back away from it no more. So I gotta work on that shit when I leave here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And then you also mentioned that you're getting a oh my gosh, why did I lose it? You're going to be putting out a production.
Yeah, a short film.
A short film.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about the short film, what that entails, and how that came about. Okay,
so this is beautiful because I love being able to kind of like explain my thought process because there's a lot going on up here for real. That's why I got to do so much. But The album is called The Ode to Wrestling. So ODE, The Ode to Wrestling, which is like, for me as a kid growing up, I loved wrestling, like pro wrestling and shit. So the reason I loved it was because I thought it was real. So as I got older and I found out it wasn't real, I like kind of lost faith in it, and I walked away from it. And then as I got older, I went back and I bought like they had like a little network for it and shit. So I was, can I cuss? Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Yeah. Hell yeah, motherfucker shit.
Just don't cuss me out.
No, hell no, I would never. But so I went and got the network, and I'm watching all these like behind the scenes stuff, and you finding out about the real life stuff that was going on behind the scenes, and that they was still going out and portraying all of this shit in front of the cameras. You had no idea if you wasn't really in the know. So now I'm learning about the storytelling that they was doing, and I'm looking at it differently, not like it's fake, but it's like, oh, this is pre-planned, it's organized, like they choreograph it. So in my mind, it's like, how would you do all of this stuff without having people who are willing to just put on goofy outfits and say things and do crazy shit? And it's in my mind, that turned me into like, oh, like, let me look at this differently. So now the album, each song is based off of a different, like, it's named after a different wrestler. Oh. And the song itself, in some way, shape, or form, either relates to the wrestler, the character that they playing, or like the person in real life and what they might have been going through. So then, but each song also has its own title as well. So it's like a triple entendre in a way, because it's like giving you where I am, it's giving you what the character is, and it's giving you what the song is at the same time. So it's all complex, which is why I want to do the short film, because I feel like it helps make it make sense. Now also, it's 6 songs on the project. And you know, I'm an old head. You know, I was born in the 80s, not too much in the 80s, but basically I got a song that represents 80s, 90s, 2000s. It's one that's like 2010 specifically, because that was a really important year for me. Yeah. So that's kind of like the middle that point. Pivot. Yeah. Then I got a 2010 song, and then I got a 2020 song. 2020 in the future. Okay. And each song
and then one in the future.
Well, it's like 2020 and beyond. So that's basically like what it stands for. So I'm doing a video for each one. Each one is gonna have a whole different essence, and then it's gonna have poems that's gonna like make it make sense in a lot of ways. So it's complex, it's complicated. Again, shout out Chica, shout out G, shout out Lauren. Like, those my peoples, they gonna get me right, because my mind is you know what I'm saying, Shakespeare and shit.
Absolutely.
Like, but yeah, but I'm trying to like make it doable.
Yeah. And I have no doubt that you can. For because sure. I think that the way you see things, you already see the picture first, and then create the plan behind the picture and the visual that you see.
100%. Yeah. And I write shit down.
Yeah.
Write shit down.
Write it
like,
down.
Write everything down. And it's like, again, like, even if you don't come back to it, or you come back to it late, it exists, right? Like, we put so much shit on our like minds. This is my therapist shit coming in, but we put so much shit in our minds that we expect our like everything to just stay here. But it's like, you go out, somebody cut you off in traffic, and you ready to, now you forgot about what you were supposed to do 5 minutes ago. Or it's like you had this hella good idea, and you hummed it to yourself 15 times, and then somebody put on a song on the radio, you then forgot how it's supposed to sound. So it's like, write it down, like jot it, do a sound recording or something like that. Like, that shit is like money. And it's really helping me be consistent with my vision, because it's like, I never lose my ideas. Yeah. I always got them with me.
That's awesome. I mean, it's basically building your portfolio. Absolutely. Just based off the ideas that you have. And I could do better at that myself.
We all could. Yeah. I mean, it's like, again, I'm not saying it because I expect it for somebody to do. I'm saying it because as I've gotten further and further along, it's like, I'm not going to gatekeep the things that are hella valuable to me. Like, it's like, I got a widget on my phone that just pops up the sound recorder as soon as I need it to. Like, it's like, I'm humming some shit. I got a bar that's just in my mind that I need to just get down. And on my little 4 at the bottom, one of them is the Notes app. I be on that motherfucker. Boy, I got about 4, 5. No, I'm just like, I got hella notes though. But it's like, it's all, and I'm a Capricorn, so shout out to it's still Capricorn season right now. I don't know when you're gonna drop this, but fuck it, it's still Capricorn season. It don't even matter. You feel me? But it's like that to me gives me the structure and the organization to tell me like how to, you know, dice it all up and like make it like work. You know what I'm saying? I just got the recipes in my mind, so I'm good.
That's good. Yeah. So, and that's the only way you really can operate many projects in the way that you are, is by having that sense of organizing and filing everything and keeping everything, instead of showing up to the meeting and you ain't, you know what, I thought about it. I had an idea.
Right.
I don't remember.
I was that nigga in group projects in college. I ain't gonna lie, because it was like I had all the ideas, and then we'd go kick it, turn up or whatever, like, and then I come back like, damn, I ain't write none of that shit down. Being there trying to freestyle it.
Yeah. It's levels to freestyling, because sometimes it maintains authenticity, but then you also miss so much by doing it that way.
Yeah, I mean, and I think basically what I'm saying is you can have all of these like ideas and they work out, but it's like I want to be in a situation where it's like, even if it would work out by just freestyling it, what's the harm in having it written down too?
And having that plan.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it don't take away from like the organicness, if that's a word, of
it's
it.
a word today.
Shit, I heard y'all making up words earlier.
We was.
Nah, but it's cool.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Well, let's talk about this therapy, right? Because not very many music, poet, content creators are also clinical psychologists as well.
Step below. I ain't psychologists. So it's like, so psychology is like people who gonna study the brain and like how all the circuits work and all that. In therapy, we are more like the behavior. It's like, what do you do with the stuff that's in your mind? And then when you make these actions, as opposed to me telling you like, well, your neurons aren't firing in this version and sector. It's like, yo, why the fuck is you doing that shit? Like, you know, that shit ain't gonna work out. Like,
right. Like so real life.
So you get into
scenarios,
the real actions of the situation. So it's like, it's actually, to me, like people who do that work, it makes sense why it's a fun job. You kind of like learn all the science and all of that. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I want the art of living. So it's like when I work with people, like I work with adolescents and teenagers. So, and I've been doing that for a while. Like I work in the schools. And a lot of it for me is like, it gives me such a reconnection to myself as a youth, which a lot of times is helpful because they living out things that I remember going through. And when they kind of show up with this, it's like, oh, like, I'm like, bet you doing this and this and that, that's going to lead you down this and this and that. And instead of me saying like they parents do, or like some of my staff members do at times, all love, but they try to like tell them that they're wrong.
Right.
And I think like that's where you go wrong. And that's what I learned, again, from being in therapy, from doing therapy, from seeing what therapy can do for people if it's done properly. It just gives you like such a better like arch in your, you know, like whatever, what Maya Angelou say, the arch in you phenomenally, all of that shit, woman, type shit. Yeah. That's her. But it's like when you feel better and you feel confident and you feel empowered and you feel informed about yourself, you just do better.
Absolutely.
And I think like that's what I do all day, is it's like I just encourage people. Like I call myself a serial encourager. Like It's like, yeah, so it's like I ain't never in my life hated on nobody. You feel me? Because it was like as a kid, like I was like, oh, like I'm smooth, like I'm good. Like I don't have nothing to worry about or be. And like a lot of people compare themselves to people, and it's just so wrong. So when I see that happen, and I literally try to jump in there like, nah, nigga, don't do that. Nah, stop. Because when you get out your own way, you could just fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think like I love that about the therapy is like my students have been the ones who have encouraged me at times like to do music. Like the only reason I'm doing music is from my students, because we did like this thing at my school where I was teaching them how to write raps and make beats and shit. Like it was just cool. So I'm like, all right, like we just gonna write something to this and then we gonna whatever. And I wrote it and they over there like, yo, like, do you do this? Like you do this? And I'm like, nah. They like, you should do this.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I'm too old. I ain't got time for that. Blah blah blah. You should do this. And I'm like, you right. Like fuck it. Like what's the harm in it?
Right.
And
it
I
either
think,
works or it works.
yeah, and it's like for even somebody like me who is encouraging people all the time, like you said, like sometimes you need others to encourage you. And when you have that, like you just feel even stronger. So it's like I'm giving that all day. Like I'm showing people love, like adults, like to the parents, to my staff members, to the other people that work with me. Like I'm just in a lot of ways just like surrounded by positivity all the time because I'm like that's just how I live. And
I feel like it gravitates towards you because that's what you output. So you're gonna receive it back. But sometimes a lot of people can be in environments where they're givers or almost over givers, right? But it's coming from a place of insecurity, generally, right?
They're doing it for themselves.
Absolutely. You're giving to people so you can get something out of giving, which is a sense of validation, right?
Exactly. And that's why I know to have those limits. Like when I see somebody going down that wrong path, I'm not finna jump in front of that train to get you. Right. I tell you, hey,
I see it.
The train. I would, but I can't. No, it's too far.
You reach your hand out, I could probably pull you back, but
I could throw you a rope and pull you, but I ain't finna go. Somebody go and pull them off the moving train. Like hell, no.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't own people's consequences, and that's the main thing I do to separate myself because people will die for other people who wouldn't die for them.
Absolutely.
And I feel like that's a crazy thought. Like I be dealing with that all the time. Like some of my staff members, they'll get burned out because they care so much about this one individual, and it's like this individual is gonna make the individuals in your life deal with the repercussions of you trying to make their life better, even though you don't have a lot of control about what they're going to do in their lives.
Absolutely. I mean, we all got choice and free will. So
absolutely.
I feel like when we try too hard to control scenarios and situations and outcomes, because that's really what it is, right? Where it's a sense of control.
Absolutely.
Even overgivers have a sense of wanting to control the outcome of a situation. And we can't really do that a lot of times. And you have people who are takers, right? So, which is a whole nother story.
Yeah. I mean, I hate the fact that there's so many people who are hurting, like right now, because I think that there's like such a beautiful struggle that you can get through moving through your pain into positivity. But for a lot of people, they just deal with their pain in ways that only make them feel worse.
Right.
And it's like when you don't have positive outlets, when you don't have hobbies, when you don't have genuine, good, solid friends or people around you that want better for you, like life is going to eat you in some ways. And it's like, not in a good way, but like, you know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm like, it's a good world to be in, but it's like I think I'm just a different thinker, and that's just something that I've had like my entire life. Like I just grounding. Like it's like I just want success for everybody, but I want it for myself first.
Right.
And it's like because of that, I'm putting myself on these high standards, and it's like everybody else, I'm not looking down on them. I'm saying like shit, I'm jogging. Like you could catch up with me. Like I want you to no. Pump your arms a little. Okay, pick your left. You were moving slew foot on your left side. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to say like I'm not ever gonna be like corrective of somebody, but it's like I'm trying to tell them like, come on, like you could do it.
Right. You could come with me, but you gotta use your legs and bring yourself here because I'm gonna show you the way.
Exactly.
It's kind of like that. What is it like? It's kind of like when you glaze the trail and you are a trailblazer, right?
You said what, the trail?
Oh.
You said glaze the trail? Oh, blaze the trail. Okay. I should glaze
the trail. Because you're a trailblazer. It's my second set. I'm sorry.
You should have hit the bell with me.
Not right. It's like I did.
Leave your life. I'm fucking with you. You said, okay, you blaze the trail.
Right, you're blazing your trail, and you have people that, you want to take people with you a lot of times, and you can't stop, though, in order for people to catch up. You got to keep going.
Right. And it's like, again, because it's like I don't hate on nobody. I'm gonna give you everything I got. Like when I do my 365, I'm telling people, look, this what I'll do. This where if you ask me, this where I bought it from. This the sale that you could get. This the you know what I'm saying? Like this the editing software. You want me to come over? I edit this shit with you. Like I'll teach you one, and then you try to learn on your own, because that's essentially how I move. Like I went to the studio twice, and I was in there. I was listening to the engineer. I'm paying. Shout out to B Pat. I was listening and asking questions and paying attention so much, like just over and like. So now it's like I record my own shit.
Yeah.
I got my cameras and all of that stuff. I edit my own shit. All my ideas is coming from me. So it's like it's a self-sufficiency that I just feel in the way that I move, and that's why I'm putting so much on my plate, because motherfucker, I'm me.
You're right.
So I'm like I can handle my plate. You feel me? Like look at me. I'm seeing a couple plates in my life. So it's like I'm just like motivated with that factor that it's like in my mind I'm never unable to, if I see it once. Like I see it once, I go through, I ask my questions, I Google it, I look it up. I'm on this and that YouTube and AI and all of this shit. Like I'm asking questions, and then it's like once I got it, the sky's the limit. And I just preach that same thing to everybody else. Is it's like you worried about getting studio time. Shit, cop a mic off the internet. Get on Black Friday.
Start how you gotta start.
Man, Black Friday had me like this, like a noogie on me, man. Cause I was like, oh, I need that. Oh, I need that. Oh, I need that. I look up, it's $1,500. I said, oh, I ain't need that.
I don't need all of that.
But I went through with it, and it's like when you invest in yourself, like again, I don't need to ask nobody for shit. I can stay up till 4 a.m. figuring it out, and it's like the end result of that is I'm gonna teach myself perseverance. I'm gonna teach myself grit. I'm gonna teach myself determination, and I'm not gonna have to look at nobody else for no motivation. Like it comes from within.
Where do you feel like that came from?
So I'm an only child of a single mom. Okay. My mom worked in retail, so she worked a lot. So it would be times where she had to get second jobs, because like I didn't grow up with like it might look like I'm whatever, but I did not have much growing up. So for a lot of things, like I had to figure it out. Like I was real good at sports, football, basketball, baseball. I was good. Like I don't know, like school was easy for me because like I could just figure shit out. Like that's just been my thing. Like I learned how to cook. Like my mama can't.
Ooh.
She chooses not to cook well because it would have made it so I didn't have to learn.
Okay.
So it was her own
choice.
Teachings of me. Reverse psychology to the third power minus X,
Y, and Z.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So shout out my moms. Shout
out mama.
Yeah.
But can't wait to come home to
Yeah. No, she make good mac and cheese though.
Mac and cheese, she got it.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese is hard.
Type shit, yeah. So I'll shout out my mom. But anyway, I just had to figure stuff out when I was younger, and it was like I couldn't just motherfuckers got it easy now. Your phone tell you everything, like you lost here. I'm right there. My shit fell apart. How do I fix it? Here, the motherfucker give you a whole step by step, like
everything.
It's a
you
cheat
got
code.
ChatGPT. You got everything. There's no way you can't.
YouTube, Reddit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
AI for most things now.
Bruh, Gemini and shit, and Sagittarius and Libra, all them.
And always
things.
a Scorpio. What was that one?
The Scorpio.
We got the most songs. I will say that.
Yeah, y'all got the most souls y'all done stole too.
We do that too. Yeah.
Cross his leg. No, but yeah. So it's just like when I was younger, I just had initiative. Like I wanted to figure it out. Like I would be the one who took my little ballpoint pens apart and try to figure out how that shit worked. Like I remember I was like fucking 8, my grandfather like, hey, how you put this computer thing together and shit, like, you know, and I'm figuring it out, because again, if I don't do it, who gonna do it? Like I was like a first generation college student, so like I'm in college, like in classes, thinking my shit good, I'm getting D's and shit, like I gotta figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I moved to Cali, and you know I've been on my own. Well, I'm not on my own, but I've lived by myself since 2015, since I started in grad school. Like all the time I've been in Cali, I ain't never had roommates, I ain't never had nothing, and it ain't because I always had it. I just figured it out. And again, it's like I don't come from money, I don't come from like financial literacy or anything like that. So it's like, you know, I didn't balled out when I wasn't supposed to, and I learned from it. You know
have
what
to
I'm
learn
saying?
the hard way.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's just like figuring shit out to me has always been like my greatest strength. Like I'm talking about being lit. Police pulled me over. Hey, how you doing? Okay, yeah, no. Figured it out. Like
right.
I'm in a frat. You know, I'm a noob. So you know, we just
frat boy.
Something like it. But I'm saying like me and my line brothers, we brought our chapter back from suspension. We had been suspended for like 5 years. R.I.P. KD. We suspended again. We suspended for 15 years. So it's rough. I don't really like talking about Greek life because niggas ain't even on yard no more. But anyway, but we came back and we didn't know how to do advertisements or flyers or commercials or whatever to market and shit. I was like, I'll do it. I'll figure it out. I'm on Photoshop. I'm on Premiere Pro. I'm on like editing platforms. I'm figuring it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's just my greatest skill is just like, no matter what, I figure it out. The 365, like I figured that out. Like how I did my vlog, my editing, I'm editing music videos for myself. Like it's just all like, figure it out.
Yeah.
No excuses.
Yeah.
No days off.
No days off.
Yeah,
0.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Even your day off, you got to record.
I don't even know what that looked like.
Right. But I think you have a level of charisma that makes it easy for you to get along with other people. And because you spend a lot of time in solitude and to yourself, you have a way with your own mind. You understand your own mind and your own self very well. So and a lot of people can't sit with themselves at all.
People don't like themselves. And I think like that's the hardest part is it's like, I tell people so many times, like, you're dope. Like, not to people who not, but like people who are dope. Like, I'm really affirming them, like edifying them, like letting them know, like, stop looking at the Kim Kardashians and this person, media person or influencer here, and they got a fat ass and you whatever, and you got pimples and they don't, and it's like, you don't know what they had to go through to get to that. You don't know what parts of their life. Like, can this motherfucker read?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do they got toe fungus?
Right.
You feel me? So it's like you comparing yourself to this profile picture laden dream of somebody else where you don't actually know like the ins and out of somebody else's life, but you perceive that their life is greater than yours in some way for whatever reason. And it's like, it's really like not guaranteed.
Yeah.
People be really like loving, like, and that's the thing. Like, I done been around mass celebrities and people like that, and I've never ever been like moved by it because these is regular niggas. Like,
right.
And a lot of times the ones who not regular niggas, it's because they got their own insecurity. So it's like, now I gotta be the rawest nigga in the world because I never was growing up. Or like, it's like when you see people who like the police officers, and it's like people who wanted to be police their whole life, a lot of times them people ain't necessarily like the shitty ones, but it's like the ones who was like beaten up and now I'm gonna get me a badge and a gun and I'm gonna feel tough and ain't nobody gonna bully me no more. I'm gonna become the bully.
I get to do that.
You feel me? Mm-hmm. It's like you can just see through that. Like, and it's like, I hate the fact that, again, like people just don't really love themselves and they don't care about improving. They care about complaining about what's wrong with them.
Absolutely. And people live in their negative story a lot more than they look forward and look ahead to create better moments.
Exactly. And it's a waste of time. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like me sitting there and I'm like, damn, like, my bike is broken, and it's like, come back tomorrow.
Right.
the bike's still broke.
It's
like,
still broke.
How was it gonna get better? Like,
right.
do something. Get off your ass. Like, put some. And I'm not saying it like on some like that people like have everything in front of them that they can fix. Like, it's not always that easy. But it's like I read some study when I was in grad school, like that human beings, we spend 90% of our time focusing on 10% of things, and 10% of those and 90% of that 10% you don't actually have control over.
Right.
So it's like you're giving 10% of 10% to fix 1% of your life, and it's like you're not gonna put a drop in that bucket to fix anything. So you just gonna perceive everything as hard and difficult and impossible. And it's like when I talk to people about their minds, it's like I can't stop doing this, and it's like, yes, you can. Like, stop
Absolutely.
telling
you
yourself you can't.
Something else, yeah.
Well, not even that, but it's like if I go down First Street and every time I go down First Street I get robbed, and I'd be like, well, First Street is the only way I can get here. No, it's not. Figure out a different path, or stop going. Go down Second, make a left to make a right,
or move closer so you avoid First Street altogether.
Exactly.
Make a permanent.
Exactly,
change.
but come up with something other than it's impossible. Yeah. And that's the thing for me, where it's like I just hear that all day. Like, I can't. I don't know why I got that accent, but I can't. We white people. I'm sorry. So it's like, I don't know, like I love, it's gonna sound kind of like cruel, but I kind of love when somebody doesn't pick up their own slack, because it tells me so much more about what I need to do on my side.
Okay, how do you use that?
Oh, 97% of everything I've learned in my life has been because I've seen the wrong example of it. I just see that and I'll be like, nope. Right? Like, stuff like my dad as a parent, I'm like, nope, not gonna do those things. Or it's like, I see the homies who, like, we might have been on the same level with like sports or something like that, but it's like, oh, like we gonna go work out and you gonna go blah blah blah, and it's like, nope, I ain't gonna do that. Or it's like, oh, like I got 2 exams tomorrow, but I'm finna go out tonight, and it's like, nope. And it's like, again, it's not that I always thought that way, but it's like when I saw the consequences of not thinking about stuff before I did stuff, it made me say like, nah, I don't like that feeling. I sent a $60,000 email one time.
A $60,000 email.
Yeah.
Tell me about the $60,000 email.
So I had this assistantship when I was in grad school, and it was paying my tuition. And I had a supervisor who was not always respectful to like the people who I worked with, but he ain't really like had no issues with me or nothing like that. So one time he sent me this like very, very condescending, like disrespectful, but like not directly disrespectful, but like kind of like
passive
around the corner.
Yeah.
Exactly. So in a lot of ways, I knew like, just leave it in the drafts, just leave it in the drafts, just leave. You know, I said, fuck that. And I sent that motherfucker. And then this dude, again, petty, he responded like regular, like it wasn't like it just rolled off his back. Like he ain't had no response. So come to find out, 2 days before it was the deadline to find out if you was going to get your assistantship back, which again, most places, if they wasn't going to give it to you, they would have been told you in advance so you could have found one.
Yeah.
Literally 2 days before, he told me, oh, we not going to renew your contract. And I was trying to scrape up and scrounge for something, and all the shit had been basically taken. So, I ended up having to take out $60,000 worth of loans to cover my tuition that
just
year.
because you sent the email.
Just because of one email.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had no other like issues with bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you would have known already. So it was clear that that email was that trigger for that decision. And I think that a lot of people in everyday life make those type of decisions. Right. For example, most people behind bars, they got into their emotions for 2 minutes and they made a lifetime decision based off of a short.
Sometimes it was 2 seconds.
2 seconds, yeah.
Like I was saying this to, because I remember it was a story about coming out of Oakland, like on the Bay Bridge, and it was like these 2 cars that had like a little road rage incident, and a person pulled out a gun and shot at the other car. But, you know, obviously if you side by side, the bullet gonna hang and that person gonna keep going, and it hit a kid in another car and killed the kid. Yeah. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, what could somebody have done in 60 miles an hour going at the same speed or whatever? What could they have done that bad that I need to kill this person or shoot this person? You know what I'm saying? And it's just like that in your mind that just doesn't like compute like in that moment to say like, this is probably not a good idea.
Right. Just because I have the tool to use doesn't mean I should use it in that way.
Exactly. And it's like sometimes I don't know all the details of that situation.
It doesn't matter because it's real and it does happen.
Exactly. And it hurt somebody who had nothing to do with it.
Absolutely.
And that to me is like when I hear stories like that where it's like, man, like people really got to get self-control in their mind and just say like, I'm not going to let whatever going on in my head supersede like what I have going on in my future, or like the new shit that I want to do in my life. And it's like now I'm locked up and all I got is smelly niggas around me and shit like that. And that is never the life. Yeah. That's not the one. So
I mean, you don't want to be told what to do on the streets and you don't want people controlling you and all of this stuff, but you're going to go there to live in that way based off your emotions and your feelings.
Driving home or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, so I think in a lot of ways, and again, I ain't trying to like judge nobody because I do think like I done fucked up before. I done did some dumb shit. I done fought and not knowing if somebody was armed or something like that. Like, you know, like it's situations that you get into that in hindsight, you definitely be able to say like that was dumb as fuck. But once you get to a certain level and a certain age and a certain like, you know, like success rate, like I can't do the same shit that I used to do. Like, and it's like, you have to learn that shit is like detrimental to who you finna be in the future. So
for sure. Yeah. I mean, one decision could knock everything off course.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what is your upcoming course looking like? I know that we talked about what's going on immediately, right? Like that you're going to release music and that you have these projects going. But what is to be expected in the next 5 years for Reece? What does that life look like?
You know, it's hard sometimes to think like far in advance because, you know, when you make plans, God laughs, you know, and I think that in a lot of ways that I have marks that I want to hit this year. I'm dropping at least 2 albums this year, hopefully another mixtape. My first single is coming out in a couple weeks. I'm gonna drop that. I shot the video for it and everything. A lot of it is really based off of music and creativity. Like I got the vlog, I'm editing, I'm doing like engineering and stuff like that. So if I get to the point where in music I can find people who want to pay for what I do or what I offer, like I don't necessarily know if I would sign a deal, but I think that I can like feed that with like consistency and success. I would love to pursue creativity full time. Like I think that I enjoy it. I think I'm very creative in terms of like what I'm giving. It's not like some cookie cutter like everybody else's shit. Like, you know, like I see a lot of people who hear a sound, love a sound, overhear a sound, and then you just kind of like regurgitate that same sound with your own spin. I don't think what the music that I make is similar to anybody else's.
No,
in a lot of ways. So. Yeah, and I think that for that reason, that I want to create like honesty music. Like, you know, we just talking about life. We just real niggas. Like, and it's like I don't mean a real nigga who shoot and kill people, but I just mean like I'm just genuinely myself at all times, and it's like that translates out. So if I can find a lane for that, if it's received well, if it's liked, then I'll pursue that, like genuinely. If it don't, I'm cool too, because I do well for myself. I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I pay for these braids and this haircut.
The braids look expensive.
I mean, nah, just kidding. But so I think like in a lot of ways, like I wanted to chase a dream, which was something that I love being creative. I love the actual act of putting things from my mind onto something tangible. So I chase that, and it's like if it doesn't necessarily go in that direction, like I'm actually very fine with that, because rappers be, niggas hate rappers for whatever reason. I don't want to be hated. Nigga, show me love, nigga.
Right, like I want to show love, like, and I want to receive love.
Regular real nigga, like, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I want to be in a situation where I feel comfortable and confident exploring that. But if it doesn't go in that direction, like, I'm cool. Like, I'm gonna move to New York. I'm gonna pursue like more in education or more in therapy, and be perfectly fine with that. Like, I think like my life is super fulfilling. Like, I have really good people around me. I have great friends that I've been friends with for years, and like I don't have a lot of negativity in my life at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm just, every day is a beautiful experience, and I really give myself like the time to, like, I work a lot, not like work because I'm very separate, but I'm talking about like the work on the creativity. And it's like, at the same time, I don't really know a lot of people who live more life than me
all at the same time.
I'm chilling.
Well, see, and that was one of the things I was thinking. I was like, how does one carry all these hats and accomplish all of this and maintain a relationship?
Right. Efficiency.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally, I'll be at work and I'll be at work working. And then it's like when I have moments at work when I don't have to necessarily be working, I'm going to do a little bit of creativity. I got a lunch break, I'm doing creativity. I got in between classes or something, I got creativity. The world ain't crashing down and I ain't got people all in my office and shit. Creativity. I go home, I get home, I'm sitting in my car, I might, you know what I'm saying, I might puff one, getting creative. But it's like, I used to do this when I worked at Georgia State. Like, I worked with freshman students who were coming in who were like conditional admittance and stuff like that, so they might not have fully got accepted or whatever. And it's like, all right, we gonna do when you wake up. From when you wake up, what you doing first thing? Okay, then you do this, then you do this, then you do that. And I'm like, okay, here's 5 minutes, here's 10 minutes, here's 15 minutes, here's 30 minutes. Okay, this is when you do your work. You on the train? What you doing on the train? Sleeping? Stop sleeping. Do some work.
Do work while you riding.
Okay, you don't want to do work. Okay. Draw, do something, keep your mind sharp, whatever. But it's like, I'm telling people, you have so much more time in your day than you think you have, because you're not using your time structurally. You're not structuring your time.
Now we're making up words.
I was cooking though, like, oh God, like I had like hella straight words. Like, you could have just, you know what I'm saying, like all of them, and it was good. And then I hit that one, and now all of a sudden, now I'm Walt Disney in these words. But nah, so it's just like, I find pockets of time to do all of the stuff that I want to do. But then it's like, I'll be chilling. Like, I'm not in a relationship. Like, the last relationship I was in, it ended in like October. So I'm not pressed either. Like, it's like, I think that in a lot of ways, I've been in a few relationships kind of back to back in some ways. And I think that I'm gonna just do this music. I'm gonna just, like, I'm gonna just, whatever, just, I ain't tripping off nobody right now. So it's cool. Like, life is good. Like, you ain't got to worry about nobody
and their feelings and all of that.
Shit. Yeah. So
do you think that if you were to get in a relationship, would you want someone who was in the industry as well?
I don't know, because I don't like to put limitations on myself, and I don't like to assume that everybody is exactly the same. So it's like, when it comes down to the people that I meet, like when I meet women, it's like, I don't always like have a plan. Like, it's just kind of like, I meet people, they good vibes, like, and we exchange information. I might talk to them for a certain amount of time, and then it's like, girls is crazy, like, for real.
We are
like not psycho crazy, but just like, I think, again, like, because a lot of niggas have fucked up with a lot of women, you have to deal with the consequences of those actions. Absolutely. And I think that that's very unfortunate, because I'm not a nigga that does like I mean I could. I mean I might have in the past, but they say like your hairline go back an inch for every time you did a woman wrong, and you see me like I don't know if we can see.
I mean, it's a little.
No. Look, hey, look, hold on. We got how many fingers? It's only 3. And I got big hands.
Space for one more.
No, hell, that's
a 4.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no. That's on the eyebrows. That's a unibrow. No, look at that. I ain't got no. It ain't no.
Okay. I mean, I guess you could pull that pinky up a little bit.
I'm playing. So, but I think like it would be interesting to date somebody who's also gonna be very busy. Yeah. But I think like I'm attracted to like more like boss type women. So it's like it's not really I don't know. It's just like if she dope, I fuck with it. But yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah. So I think that's dope. I like to hear the perspective because I think that a lot of people, when you are on a mission, you either do it on your own or you find a purpose partner with it. So I just have to ask you that question. No, all right. Well, this has been a great conversation.
Yeah.
I wish we had more time.
Man.
But I got to be respectful of your time.
No, it's good. It's
right?
good.
So let everybody know where we can find you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on I'm just now getting on the platforms. I'm putting my music out this year, but it's gonna be C.Reece. That's gonna be on Apple Music, Spotify, on YouTube and X. My channel is C Reece Music, so CREESEMUSIC, and then the number 1. On TikTok and Instagram, it's just C Reece Music, so same thing without the 1. Cause somebody had got that motherfucker. Actually, on YouTube, I got it, but I don't know how to get back into it.
You're right.
But so yeah, so you can find me on those. My YouTube channel is gonna have all my Freestyle Friday content, my Rhythm and Rhyme Wednesdays. I'm about to start a new podcast called Hot Boxing.
Nice.
Or I ain't supposed to say the name, but fuck it, Hot Boxing, nigga. Yeah. We gonna so I'm doing that. I got a vlog called Diary of a Healed Rapper.
And that's on YouTube.
That's on YouTube. Yeah. So album coming soon. I got another album coming soon. Shout out Cinco. Shout out James. Shout out O. Shout out Q. Shout out G. All my niggas, man. My peoples, man. Shout out Trey. Yeah, my partner them. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Shout out my mama.
And mama.
And she could cook mac and cheese. She catch a hella strays. All that Reese. I love you, mama. Mama. Okay, cool.
This has been another episode of Portia's Queen Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you want to see. Check the bottom for all the links to catch up with C Reece.
For sure.
All right. It's a wrap.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.